everybody, welcome back to the Claremont Classic Garage. It's a beautiful Sunday morning in August. We're getting ready here. We're going to head up to Elgin Park in Uxbridge for Autofest, one of the biggest car shows in Canada, and lucky for us, it's like 10 minutes from home. I was thinking about it all week. I wasn't quite sure, what car I was going to take because we have a few to choose from around here, but I know what we're taking now. After watching the Wood brothers earn their historic 100th win at Daytona last night, we'll be taking our red and white Ford. See you there. Ready to go, man. We got Joni Mitchell blaring on the old Philco AM radio. Can't wait to see this show. Well, we made it in. I got to talk loud because there's no way in hell I'm turning down Norman Greenbaum. So we got Norman Greenbaum here helping us park. There's a lot of cars in here. We'll see you in a sec when we're parked. We're actually way out the back in the normal Uxbridge Cruise Night parking zone back here. This place is packed. There's probably 2,000 cars in here. And it's just barely 9 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna get our feet moving here, and this may end up being a bit of a long video, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. There's lots of club displays here. Lots of Mustangs, lots more Mustangs. That white Mach 1 over there, I really, really like that one. We'll go check it out. Yeah, really nice. This is beautiful. And then here's a newer Mach. Man, I hope I don't get nailed for the music. I can see that's going to be a problem in here today. So anytime, I'm sorry I can't just show you cars. I have to keep talking or I'm going to get nailed for copyright. Good old YouTube and their silly rules. Here's a nice one, white with red guts. You know how I like that. It's a really nice GT500. Yeah, gold with black. That just looks nice. It just works. This is pretty nice too. 79 Cobra. This is the first Fox Mustang, 1979. It's got, I guess this is a 255. I don't. In 79, did they have a 302 in them? I don't even know. No, yeah, you could definitely get a 5-liter in 79. It's right there on the window sticker. 5-liter, 4-speed manual transmission. So that's the I'm not up. That's an actual 4-speed. And then later they also had the SROD, which was I have one of those transmissions, a 3-speed with an overdrive. But this is a proper Borg Warner 4-speed in this close ratio. Yeah, cool. Really nice car. I think Gino Vanelli's onto something. Here's some black cars in the shade and they look pretty darn good. 57 Meteor Ranch Wagon. Look at this thing. Holy moly. It is just beautiful. I have to keep talking loud. I don't want to get in trouble for Gino Vanelli playing on my video. This, awesome. Here's Firebird Club. Oh, look at that GTA. I remember when they came out, man, they were awesome. Tuned port Corvette motor in it. Those BBS wheels, just awesome they were. That was 1987, I think, when they came out. There's a white one there. Yeah, one of my favorite Pontiacs ever, these GTAs. Here's a kind of an odd car you don't see every day. A little Ambassador, a Rambler. Ambassador by Rambler. Pretty cool. Here we've got the Hellions Car Club display. They got a nice iron. This 64 Dodge. This Merc. Wow. Man, I have had for 35 years at least, I have had a lot of fun with cars in this park, but I've never seen anything like this. Nothing. 71 Sebring. Oh, poor thing got walloped on the front there. Buddy bench. Nice looking car. Tons of great club displays. This is Corvettes of Durham. That Z06 is nice. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of Corvettes. This one's nice. It's a really pretty 65 Impala Super Sport with a 409 in it. And that'd be it. I think 65 for the 409, 66 the porcupine motor or the rat motor or the mystery motor, whatever you wanted to call it. The 396 made its appearance. Four-door hardtop, the forgotten body style. I love four-door hardtop cars. A couple of Dusters. Nice. I had one with the interior like this, the white and black. Oh, got air conditioning dash in it. Really nice. Yeah, I like that white interior. Always look good in these. All black inside this beige one. Willie's coupe looks pretty snazzy. A lot of rubber under the back of it. It's a pretty 63.5 Galaxy 500 fastback. What's it say on the fender? What's it say? What's it say? Oh, look at that. R code, people. 427. Wow. That thing would be lapping Daytona at 175 miles an hour. Oh, baby. F-150 ready for anything? That is a nice truck. Deb says, look at this. What? Oh, yeah, look at that truck. Oh, and here comes all the Studebaker people. Oh, it's a Studebaker truck. That's why he's with the Studebaker people. Yeah, so the Studebaker Club is making their grand entrance. That empty space there, that's their assigned parking area. Hopefully we'll get back after and have a look at them. Look at that, real patina. Kevin loves real patina. Kevin dislikes fake patina. This is real patina. It's earned, not made. You cannot fake that. Look at all the turbo Buicks. A whole bunch of them. My neighbor Sam has one of these in his garage that he bought brand new. Sam, let's get that Buick out here. Piles and piles and piles of turbo Buicks. Look at them all. Holy moly. I didn't know there was that many of them left. Oh, there's a GNX. 2 GNX. This is the really good one. You see these vents in the fender? You know it's a GNX. And that was like the hyper super duper version of the T-type Buick. I don't pretend to know a bunch about them, but I know these are the ones to get. And here's a Free Spirit. Did they call this a Regal or is it a Century? It was a pretty cool package. This 58 Ford wagon, it's just spectacular. It's got a 5-liter under the hood. Pretty sure I know this as being a local car, and it's a real beauty. Cyclone GT, oh, 427. Wow. Oh man, what a car. Done to the nines. Wow. Here's some more real patina. Little Ford pickup. This Chevelle is insane. Supercharged big block. Wow.
Cigars already.
Here's some more real patina on this little Chevy truck. Wow. It looks fantastic. There's an Anglia. What a tiny little car. Wow. Are there any stock Anglias left in the world? I don't know. These Volvos were pretty cool too. A little Volvo. A100 pickup with a 340 and billboard stripes. That's too cool. You can fiddle with your carburetor while you're driving. That's what the back of it here. Oh yeah. Isn't that cool? Thing's like straight as a pin. This Barracuda is nice. These cars could always take a lot of tire in the back, you know, and you get them sitting with that old, you know, that muscle car stance, and they just look so good. I like this 55 Chevy. It looks good too. It's got the, I think the rear wheel well's radiused, and the Kragers look great on it. And here's the Duesenberg. This comes to our cruise night here once in a while. It's a really cool car. It's a 32 Ford done with kind of a Duesenberg flare. And they nailed it. The thing looks great. How about this T-bucket? Look at that flathead.
Hey, Bob.
That's awesome. And here's this little Benz. I wonder if this Benz was ever involved in the pursuit of James Bond. He got chased by a lot of these. A lot of people were pretty upset when they announced they were moving this show from Oshawa up to Elgin Park. I was not among them because I knew it was 10 minutes from my house. But I think pretty much everybody just needs a chance to get in here and experience this park. And they'll never want to go back, ever. It's just spectacular in here. I love this place. Nice 67 Pontiac convertible, white with red guts. Back in this area here for years and years was the actual the area we used to use as the pits for the demo derby at the Uxbridge Fall Fair. So this place would have been filled with trucks and trailers and demo derby cars. We used to get a lot of cars to the derby in those days. A lot of these old trees, you could still see some scars on them from chains, and we used to use the trees as anchor points for straightening cars and stuff. They finally said, no, you guys can't do that anymore. You're wrecking the trees. Understood, warranted. So then they moved the pits way over up on the hill over there. But yeah, it was just so beautiful. And they had a rule at the Uxbridge Fair, fresh cars only. They didn't want no used derby cars. So it was just spectacular in here. There would be just like 40, we'd have 40 full-size cars here, all fresh, painted up. You never saw anything like it in your life. It was just beautiful. Look at this TR6. Holy moly. That's a nice car. Here's a neat 67 Barracuda coupe. The big exhaust pipe there says 273 Commando. It's got the V8 badge on the fender, bucket seats, console. That's pretty cool. This would be a nice car to drive with a 273 Commando in it. It'd have plenty of pep and be pretty easy on fuel, I would bet. Wow, speaking of demo derbies at the Uxbridge Fair, this is a nice old car now, but back in the day, lots of these things got slaughtered here. Oh boy. These were a full-size car of their time, but man, you put this against a full-size car from the 70s or the 60s, and oh boy, it was ugly. They finally banned the 60s and 70s cars, and we had to run 1980 or up because, well, somebody was going to get killed. You could hit these if you had a car like this, a metric full size we call them. If you ran from the other end of the track at this with like a 70s full size car and hit them on the back square, because they had the crumple zones built in them, the whole back of the car would bend right down and lift the back wheels about 8 inches off the ground, and that'd be it. That'd be it for that metric for the night. I think eventually the guys figured out how to pre-stress the bodies and stuff and make them bend up like they should, but at first it was pretty ugly. It's a 58 Pontiac. You can see the registration number on it. It's up near 1700. So, well, that's a lot of cars. You know, that is a lot of cars. Ours, we must have got in there early, because what are we, Deb? Number 162? Well, we'll try to do better than that next year. 58 Pontiac. What a beautiful car. Hot rod. With a drive-in tray on it. That looks pretty good. I might grab that burger and make a run for it. And everybody loves a classic American station wagon. Deb judges them by how many dogs she estimates she could fit in the back of them. This one could probably fit quite a few. How many dogs, Deb, do you think? Comfortably, she says. Oldsmobile.
620 pounders.
620 pounders. So that's 6 Rottweilers, Deb figures she could haul in this car. There's a cool rat rod, whiskey runner it's called. It's even got live edge running boards. You gotta love that. You don't see Super Trap mufflers a lot anymore. They didn't, I don't know, they didn't really catch on, but they are kind of neat. You can tune them by the amount of these discs that you put in or take out, and you can change the sound, you can change the amount they flow. And they're U.S. Forestry Department approved for use in national forests, because they are also a spark preventer. Now you know that. This is nice 69 Boss 302 Mustang. 4-speed. This is for my friend Peter. He loves these. I think this is one of his dream cars. It was sold new in Ottawa. The window stickers here. It was $3,878 Canadian dollars. Wow. Can you imagine that? I mean, back in the day when people were probably working for 75 cents an hour or something, but that's an awesome car. And here's a couple of really cool ones right beside it. A Rambler convertible. Like, that is not something you're going to see every day. Pretty little car. And a Dunlop AMX. 4-speed. This is probably fun. Oh, look, it's got a 401 in it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a fun car, I'm sure. And no car show counts as being a legitimate car show until I see at least one Westie. And here it is. This is a Patina Westie. It's got some graphics on the bottom of it, but, you know, pretty original. These are the mirrors we put on my dad's F100. He was going snaky. He couldn't find a set of mirrors for it that he liked, and we were walking around in a junkyard one day, and there was a Volkswagen van. I said, "Hey, Dad, how about these?" And well, they've been on it for about 40 years, so I guess they're okay. How about this yellow Corvette? It's got a cool license plate. Vet Dream. I like that. 454. Really clean. Really nice car. Turbo 400. How about the interior in this little Chevy truck? That is so beautifully done. The truck itself is pretty snazzy too. Another aluminum headed rat motor. There's an awesome Vega wagon. Got a V8 in it. Nice and clean inside. These were so cool. Vegas got a bad name, but you know what? Vegas are just cool. Here's a Mini. If you ever get a chance, go on YouTube and watch the old racing where you'd have a guys in a works Mini Cooper, which was this size, racing against like a 427 Galaxy at Silverstone or something. What a show, man. The paint on this Riviera is unbelievable. What a nice car. Yeah. It's a Ram Indy truck. These were pretty cool. Don't see them around too much anymore. Love this 34 Ford. Love it. Another cool Comet. Looky here under the hood. Late model Boss Power. Wow. That GTO is really nice too. There's so many beautiful cars here. Well, so far this is my pick of the day. Look at this thing. Wow. Chevy Army truck. I think they've shortened the frame a bit. Or maybe they haven't, I don't know. But this thing is awesome. Look at the winch bumper on it. Worn 12,000 pound worn winch on the front of it. That's incredible. 42, I'm guessing it's a 42 Chevy. Nice Cobra kit car with a Coyote motor in it. Looks good. I like those wheels. Got the side pipes. That's probably a hoot. How about this thing? It's a Diamond T. These were really cool because they looked like they had a chopped top, even though they didn't. Wow. Awesome. 70 GTX. 3 carburetors. Console with a pistol grip. This is wild. A Model A coach with a douche rad shell and a big Cadillac V8 with 3 carburetors. Wow. That's an old school hot rod, man. It's a cool display in the trunk of this 55 Chevy. Look, seafood. I'm on a seafood diet. I see food, I eat it. All right, a Gremlin with a supercharged motor in it. It's a Levi's Gremlin too. You see it's got the Levi's denim interior in it. They were a thing back in the day. I like this. They've made it look like it's all made out of boilerplate. Pretty neat car. So we're having a lawn tractor pull here today. But this is where it all used to happen. This was our day, was the demo derby, you know. And there it would be over there. And once they were starting to line up the cars, they'd all be backed in against this fence in order of the heats. And then we'd have at it. You'd come out under that tower there, right where that tent is where the cars would enter the track. And the late, great, man, we miss him, Gary Hill would call us out as we came out onto the track. And Bruce from Utica Farm Equipment would be up there. Those guys were hilarious, man. They were maybe the best part of the show. Super nice 32 Ford. Another really nice Riviera. These are really nice cars. My friend Jim has one. And I've been lucky enough to go for a couple of rides in it over the years. And yeah, pretty slick car. Here's some more real Patina. Look at this Chrysler Hemi with all them carburetors. That's awesome. Look at the size of this caddy. It makes my Galaxy look like a compact car. Oh boy. Where do you park this? What a sled, man. This is a really cool International Harvester travel all with a turbo LS motor in it. That's pretty neat. Pretty slick 54 Chev custom, done the old way. Well, different strokes for different folks, I guess. Landshark. I miss the custom van days. Custom vans were so cool. Check out this 34 Ford Coupe with a blown flathead in it. That's awesome. Wow. Isn't that slick? And a cool Ram Charger beside it. I've probably shown you this before. It's a two-wheel drive one, but it's really, really clean. It's been around these parts for years. Power stroke. That truck is spectacular. I think I showed you that truck when we did our little thing on truck night at the Uxbridge cruise. That truck, it's like brand new, maybe better. There's a great short box Chevy van with the kind of 18 spoiler on back. I think the roof is rhino lined. That's good. Won't have any trouble up there. Nice 68 Monaco convertible. No, sorry, it's a Polara. I saw the taillight and said, no, that's a Polara. 68 Polara. This Firebird is neat, eh? It's got the overhead cam 6 in it, and it's the good one with the 4-barrel. It's got a 4-speed in it. That'd be a fun little car to drive, and probably pretty easy on fuel. Which in these days, honestly, if you really want to drive these cars, you have to start thinking about. There's 3 really nice Fords. Well, I think technically this one's a Merc, but we'll call it a Ford for Ford's sake. And here, look, a Laguna. Another one of those cars that was purely made to go fast on super speedways. They took the Chevelle and stuck this sleek nose on it so that the Chevrolet would have every advantage they could give themselves on those big, fast super speedways. Michigan, Talladega, Daytona, you know, them big tracks, Pocono, Ontario, California, Texas World Speedway. So many cars ended up being given to us by the manufacturers purely because they wanted to go fast. Win on Sunday, sell on Monday. It started with bubble top Chevs and just kept on going from there. This is really cool. The very first old car I can ever remember when I was a wee little kid. My dad had out in his garage a 1929 Dodge Brothers sedan. And, well, here we have one here. And it's still got the original engine in it. Isn't that cool? But it's, you know, kind of modernized inside. That's really cool. Maybe this is it. Who knows? This Mustang looks wicked. Right color, it sits right, it's got nice wheels on it. Yeah. Here's a cool looking Volare wagon. I saw this car at the Fenland Falls car show, but I couldn't show it to you because it was right underneath the DJ speaker and I couldn't shout louder than the music, and as usual, I'd have got nailed for copyright. And then there's one of these, a Box Vic. And like the other car I showed you, across the road there in that pit, oh, so many of these things got destroyed. We when they banned the big 70s cars, we started using these, and we were putting our Dodge engines in them. We have to put a truck oil pan on them, so to convert it to kind of a rear sump, and we could shove the engine way back, like the front of the engine would be, you know, about here on it. And oh, they worked great, but it was a lot of work, and you just didn't get the life out of them. Like we could get a 76 Newport, and we could take it to 3 or 4 demo derbies, right? On one of these things, you know, we get one night, maybe 2 out of it, and then they were just junk. So then we started using the little Chrysler Fifth Avenues. They were just less work to make, but we went through a whole lot more of them. They were like every show you used up a car. There was no using them a second time. But anyway, it is what it is. That's progress, right? Here's a really nice 55 Ford convertible. It says V8, so it's got a Y block in it. 272. Ford-O-Matic, it says on it. Hurst Olds, but you can see it's got a surprise under the hood. Buick Grand National drivetrain in it. Does it still have the lightning rods though? Oh yeah, it's still got the lightning rods. That's kind of the best of both worlds. These things originally had kind of a smogged up 307 in them that, you know, it was what they had at the time, but this is way better. Nice Fairlane 500 XL convertible. A little small block in it. Here's an awesome old truck. Mackie the Mover. Long time moving and storage company down in Oshawa. Yeah, I remember those old school steel trailers. Wow. It's a pretty truck. Here's a nice 62 Ford sedan. It's got an FE engine in it, a 352, maybe a 332. Yeah, just a basic car. Maintained over the years. I really like this GTO. I love the color. It's a dark, dark, dark blue. Nice black interior in it. It's sitting good with the back bumper up in the air. Yeah, that's how muscle cars should be. Here's another one you won't see on every corner, a 73 Chevelle SS. Oh, it's got swivel buckets in it. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Wow. Not a large amount of these kicking around. They make good looking stock cars too, I have to tell you that. A neon! Is this thing ever clean? Wow, it's spotless. Beautiful. Even the headlights, look. Oh man, I love neons. Here come the judge. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. And it's sitting with the back end up in the air again, like I like.
Big variety of a lot of tractors that our parents and our kids.
Here's a Corvair wagon that is ready for anything. And I got a funny feeling the engine's not in the back anymore. Yeah, judging by the alternator I'm seeing through that teardrop hood scoop there, the engine's in the front on this Corvair. That's neat, man. Triple black 64 Chev convertible. Corvette wheels on it. That's a nice car. Beautiful 41 Chevy coupe. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a little perspective of how big this place is. It's massive. My feet hurt, my back hurts. I've been walking around here for hours, and it's getting hot now. But it's just incredible. Here's a nice stock original 52 Meteor sedan. You could drive it home today. It's for sale. Nice little car, really. Doesn't look too bad, does it?
To get it working a little bit better.
Now let's catch a couple of pulls here.
He's coming in 75 pounds light. That does make a real difference, especially on an all clay track. He's got a really good ATV tire on the back. We'll see how it works. 111.7 to beat.
All right.
To that, 10 horsepower in this little tractor.
There you go. There you go. It's a 10 horsepower Cup. And he shifted it there. Did you catch that? He just got the sled moving and he shifted it. And he shifted her back down, but that's all she wrote.
all fours. I believe this little one here
Here comes a John Deere. I mean, no, look at that. I can blow it up. There we go. That's better.
We try to keep all the 4H tractors, except for the 2 classes in the modified. Everything in our pulling club is 20 horsepower or less. We don't regulate anything higher than 20 horsepower. Try to keep the tractors original. We divided the classes up into stock and altered. So you can build a tractor without the original engine that came in it. Run that, and we put that in an altered class, so we let them run all together. Run all the tractors that came factory with that single cylinder or V-twin in it in the original classes.
Something not right with that deer. They're struggling with something. Maybe not going into gear. Oh, I think he's got it now.
111 feet, still the mark to beat.
Oh, he's got a foot throttle. High tech. Oh, it stalled. Okay, we'll try again.
We'll give it another shot here. There we go.
There he goes. Oh, that one's got lots of snot. Look at that thing pull. Shifted it. It popped out of gear. But it don't care. It just keeps... Yeah. They need to weld up the spider gears in that thing or something.
Just because they don't cut grass anymore doesn't mean that somebody still can't make use of them. Donate it to a 4-H kit. Gives them a project to work on. Cable doors, put it back up in a simplicity.
That one's going pretty good.
Down to the end, please.
All right, we got another deer. Let's see what this little deer does. And meanwhile, over there, you can pay a few bucks and beat the living snot out of a sunfire with a sledgehammer.
That have been built but don't have the stock engine in them anymore. Borrowing a tractor.
Okay, here we go. This is the last one in this class, and then we're going to go back and look at some more cars.
Some of the kids aren't able to get theirs ready or don't want them available at them. Some of the other parents and myself bring an extra tractor or two to allow some of these kids to get a chance to get into this club. As I was saying earlier, like if you have one of these at home, don't take it to scrap. Just because it can't cut the grass anymore doesn't mean it can't have a second life, and all of these tractors did cut grass at one time.
Flashy paint job on that little guy. That pulls pretty good. Okay, that'll do it for now. We may revisit the tractor pull a little bit later, but we're going to go look at some more cars now. T-Bird. I love these T-Birds. 390. Thunderbird Special. I used to call that engine. Oh, look at the T-Birds. That's cool. Mark III. That looks comfy and cozy in there, doesn't it? Wow. $460. Look at this 70 Roadrunner. That's real patina. Look at it, it's got like a fabricated off-road bumper on the back. Hell yeah. I wonder if that means Hellcat under the hood. You know, hard to say. They didn't open it, so we don't know. That's a pretty cool car. It's got a Dukes of Hazzard bumper on the front of it. That's awesome. So apparently those that know tell me it's got a little Isuzu diesel engine in it, which is awesome. Drive the thing all day for about 29 cents worth of fuel. Here's a couple of cool custom vans. This one's got an Alice in Wonderland theme. Fox's Den. Man, I miss the custom van days. I think I've said that already, but I'll say it again. And here we got Scooby's van and Scooby's doghouse. No sign of Scooby though. Here's a nice 65 Mustang. Kind of in barn find condition. 4-speed. Super clean car. Look at the tunnel. Look at the rear floor pan. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And this is a 64 Fairlane. Equally clean. Like, look at the bottom of the quarters and the rockers there. It's had a little bit of metal put into it, but pretty decent, really. 4-speed again. Probably really fun cars to drive, both of them. Another really nice T-Bird. Oh, I love these T-Birds. This one's a 65, I think. Got some pinstriping on it and stuff. Nice Torino Cobra Jet. Let's see here. What does it say on the 74 Torino GT 429? Wow. That's crazy. Holy moly. It's neat. 69 Dodge D100. It's sitting on a 4th gen Ram frame. Sitting pretty good too. 65 Impala convertible. White with red guts. White with red guts. Always remember that. White with red guts always wins. She's a beauty. 68 Chrysler 300 convertible. Big car. Blue with blue guts. Okay, it's not white with red guts, but you know, still pretty nice. Really nice car. It's a really neat little Model A Roadster. Yeah, there's a good look at it. There's a nice green 69 Swinger. Got a 4-speed, got a bench seat. This is a 340 car. LM23 P9B, it sure is. Biltmore Tramic. Red engine, so I kind of think that that's like a really early one. Ours has got a turquoise engine, but it's a later one, right? In '68, the 340s were red, so it's possible that this is early '69. In the end, they were still painting the engines red at that point. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because everything else under this hood looks dead nuts correct for a 340 Dart. It's pretty decent. Somebody's added electronic ignition to it, but so what, you know? What a cool car.
It's known as the yellow and blue turd, but we won't tell anybody, okay? Okay. 1767, 686, car 230, 4, 180, 244, 70, 531. As we wind down, we'll
So
a few more. Now,
he was just calling a bunch of numbers, and the highest number he called was 1865. So there's at least 1,865 cars that showed up here today. Unbelievable.
so
What a great day this has been. We've missed this show for many, many years, mostly because for years and years and years, it was always on the same day or the same weekend as Heritage Day at the Uxbridge Museum. And we always loved going to that because they had, you know, tractor show, car show, demonstrations. All the buildings would be open. Sometimes they'd have like reenactors there and they'd have like a war going on. It was just a great day, and it always kept us from going to Autofest, but they don't have that anymore. So the last couple of years we haven't had Heritage Day in Uxbridge, so here we are. I guess Autofest is our new go-to thing.
The Hellions Car Club, I'm not sure which chapter, but they have decided to give an award away this year. And they like number 180, Mark Lane, a 1936 Ford pickup truck. There we are, Frank, Paul. Now, despite the name, the Hellions are a great bunch of guys. So, Mackey Transportation, who has been our sponsor, I told you already, for a long, long time, they sponsor a bunch of awards here. And the first one that they chose was a long-distance Canadian. And it's John O'Toole, number 244 to 2015 Camaro, and he drove all the way from Sudbury, Ontario, just to be here today. All right, this guy stuck around. This is our top modern muscle car from Mackey Transportation. It's car number 531. It's a 2023 Challenger, and it belongs to Vern Sweeney. Give him a big hand. Top modern muscle. Okay, another Mackey Transportation award. We had an up-high, down-low truck, and this is the down-low version. This is a low number 706. It's a 1956 Chevrolet pickup truck, and it belongs to Anthony Agreski. Thank you. This one is our top tuner. We have a tuner class now. Our top tuner is a 2021 Kia Stinger, and it belongs to Pascal Olivetti. Top tuner. Bring you this extravaganza. Our women, our lady folks, they chose this vehicle. It's a 1955 Ford Crown Vic, and it belongs to Ted Reeks. Where are we here? 1972 GMC Blazer. This is the Grandview Children's Center choice. They obviously like trucks that are high up. Stan Franks. 1972 GMC Blazer. Grandview Children's Center choice. All right, where were we here? This is the Uxbridge Hospital Foundation choice. It's a 1934 Ford, and it belongs to Ross Wagler. That's a Ford pickup. Here we go. Mackey Transportation Award. This is the top Ford as chosen by them. It's a 1940 Ford, and it belongs to Doug Thompson. Look at that DT40.
Look at that paint on that.
Wow,
Holy moly.
Wow. This is our top GM pick. It's a 1967 Firebird, and it belongs to Viv Agresti. They're making the rounds here today. 1967 Firebird, top GM in our Mackey Transportation Awards.
That car is spectacular.
Holy moly.
Like spectacular.
Holy.
I don't know where it was parked. I don't even remember
Wow.
seeing that when we were walking around.
Right over there.
All right, where are we here? We have a top Mopar. It is a 1970 Dodge Challenger. Belongs to Steve Steffener. Top Mopar, 1970 Dodge Challenger. Boy, that thing is straight. Wow. Okay, what else we got? 1971 International Model 1010. This is our top Orphan. our top orphan award. And it belongs to Sean Beerworth. Thank you, Sean. So how many guys took in the tractor, and girls, took in the tractor pulling today? Okay, this one coming up belongs to Josh Stevenson. Now this thing is so modified it has to be towed, it can't run, or it'll melt down. So it's the top tractor puller, belongs to Josh Stevenson. This thing is a 1,200-pound puller. And he won the modified puller class. And it was awesome. This thing rocks. The Stevenson family have supported us over the years, and we appreciate that. Woo-hoo. No. Thank you, John. Wow. Where were they when I was growing up? My God. Okay, where are we? People's Choice. This is the one that the Spectator chose. They like this car the bestest. And it belongs to Steve Bell. And it's a 1962 Chevrolet Corvette. Oh, yeah. With no roof. Okay, this is the one that you guys picked. You, the car owners, you're the exhibitors. This is a 1945, which is a rare year, Chevrolet pick-me-up truck, and it belongs to Nathan Anderson. Pretty popular, man. Afterwards, right? With money and tires and all kinds of great stuff. So nobody leave yet. Okay. I think we're on board here. Thank you. Okay, Wynn's Property Maintenance chose this one. This is their choice for a 1933, that's not 33. Oh yes, it is a 33. That's a 1933 Ford Roadster. Okay, what else we got? Ajax Tire, Carbon Ardente, he liked this one. 1968 Beaumont, and it belongs to Mike F. A 1968 Beaumont. Thank you. Volvo One Pick. Who we got here? Volvo One Pick. A 1966 Mercury Comet. And it belongs to Dave Joyce. So our photographer here is Macintosh Anderson Kellum. This is Jeff Kellum. They chose this vehicle. It's a 1960. It's a Ford. A 1960. That's a joke. A 1969 Ford Mustang. It belongs to Gary Seabrook. Alrighty. Thank you, Gary. Crown Rust Control. Chose a 1950 Mercury. Belongs to Dave Henderson. Crown Rust pick right here. So the Lucy Maud Montgomery Award, we decided to do one this year. For those of you that don't know, she is a famous Canadian author who lived here in Uxbridge area, Leaksdale. And this is their 150th birthday for Lucy Maud Montgomery. So we did an award for a 1920s style vehicle. I'm sure she would love this car. It's a 1927 Ford Model T, and it belongs to Keith Thompson. Thank you, Keith. Okay, our sponsor, Dom's Auto Parts, Parts for Less. They chose a 1939 Ford. It belongs to Michael Maloney. They like this car. My phone is quacking. 1956 Chevrolet two-door post. Looks like a Bel Air. Oh my God. Rick Chapman, thank you. The Autofest pick. That's us. We chose the 1962 Chevrolet Biscayne two-door post. Love the car.
Alrighty, that's a wrap. What a show that was. Anyway, I'll see you back at the ranch. Deb's run into the store to grab a few things on the way home, so I'll shoot my ending now. Can't believe what a great show that was. Nobody was quite sure how moving Autofest to Elgin Park in Uxbridge was going to work out, but seems to be a home run. Everybody had a great time. I mean, the park is just, it's beautiful. It's spectacular, right? Tons of cars. I was hearing numbers in the upper 1800s, like when they were calling car numbers for drop prices and stuff like that. So yeah, they got the turnout. And there's lots of ways to get in and out of there. You know, you come out of there, you can go south, you can go north, you can go east, you can go west. So it doesn't really plug the whole town up when the thing gets out. It's a perfect location. I can't wait till next year. We'll be better prepared for it next year. We weren't really sure what to expect this year, but I think next year we'll take at least 2 cars up, and we'll maybe set up some furniture and stuff, and make sure we get there early so we get in the shade and we're not out baking in the sun like we were today. Anyway, I'm very happy you came along with us. It was kind of a long video, but I'll tell you, there was a lot to see. Anyway, thanks for tuning into the Claremont Classic Garage. I hope you will come back and see us again. And until then, I'm Kevin saying so long for now.